such an athletic person, but like, I don't know, it's hard to. Yeah. Good one. I think we're way better in the lighter weights, and they're way better in the heavy weights. That's my I wish the little one, because the little one was 7.
Yeah, he's good. Really?
They pull him out of the perfect like 6 points for every team tournament we're in. We have a team tournament as well. They don't want to know. They think he's going to get worse. Nope, they're going to practice us. They're just doing other things by themselves. Individually. I want him on our team. That's a guaranteed 6 every day. I was up 18-2.
Yeah.
We'll forget that. Legally, everybody's like, legally you won that match. I know. But since we started the next match, we couldn't do anything about it. And he knew it, too. Because even like talking about like, you probably know, we even went to WIA, the ref even came to us. The coach goes, judge, I just started the next match. And kind of like, whatever decision made, it's like football, once that makes this
The winner by decision, 150 pounds, wrestling for Pulaski, Drake.
But legally, since I already acquired the tech ball, I've already achieved the one win. You can't lose what you won, you know what I mean? So, and then everyone's gym screaming and sweat goes, let's just finish this fight. We'll talk about it after. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. I knew he was good. Yeah.
On the mat right now, 157, wrestling for Mayport, Jake Robertson, for Pulaski, Keaton Noah.
What? Even the ref is like, Will found it in the rule book, claiming I won. And nope. That's my only 2 losses this year. One to the state champ in the finals, and one to the I split a lot of work.
Something some guys do reserves, and other guys are leaving with the staff. Varsity. Yep. We're talking about the good old days. With the earbud in behind him. Another person that's very nice when you come into
the winner by major decision at 157, wrestling from Pulaski, Keaton Dow. On the mat right now at 157, wrestling for Bayport, Creighton Mosley, for Pulaski, Raphael Fisher. The winner by decision at 157 wrestling for Mayport, Brayton Mosley. On the mat right now at 165, wrestling for Mayport, Brady Moon. For Pulaski, Caden Wisniewski. The winner by decision, 165, wrestling from Mayport, Brady Moon.
you
because they're having fun.
gotta
Nothing to lose.
kind of throw the records out, and how are you late at that time of the year? How healthy are you? Every week somebody else has a 100-yard game. You know, and the way he looks now versus the way he looked at the beginning of the year, it's incredible. Just incredible. He is slinging it. Well, he's got another year, so they'll figure something out. He made himself an ass.
I was gonna say,
The way it is now, though, you got a striker, your opportunity's gone. I think he's showing enough.
like, he came in and I'm like, okay,
That would be sweet.
He's not thinking he's throwing, he's just playing the game. Yeah, I'm glad there's somebody still in it that I can. She's rocking. She finished like 3.5, 3.6 on her first semester, and she's got this chem class like 2 days a week, it's like 7 hours, and it's a weed out class. It is, and Alexa is 88 hours. Alexa told Sid, if you can survive this, you can do it. And she did. She's rocking. She's rocking. Yeah. And we have to go down to see her.
I could have came on the bus. Just went back.
I'm like, after like,
I was just down in that.
2 months, 10 weeks, she's not been home, and you're like, who did that?
Good evening and welcome, wrestling fans. My name is Austin Monroe. Joining with me with the play-by-play is Terry Manning. We are brought to you live from Fred Kessley Fieldhouse in Pulaski, set for a conference duel between the Pulaski Red Raiders and the visiting Bayport Pirates. Winner of this duel becomes conference champs.
It should be a good one tonight, Austin. This broadcast is provided by the Raider Strong Network, and it's made up of Pulaski High School students. This Raider Strong Network broadcast and its members are sponsored by JT Engineering Incorporated.
JT Engineering Incorporated is a civil engineering and surveying firm located in Hobart. Their design is construction and construction teams work hand in hand to deliver award-winning projects. From the initial concept to the final executions, your goals are their guide to learning to proven results that benefit you and your community.
We are set for a great dual meet tonight. Again, we believe that this one will determine the Fox River Classic Conference champions. We'll be back with all the action in just a few minutes.
Good evening and welcome to Pulaski Community High School for Fox River Classic Conference Wrestling. Tonight's varsity duel features the visiting Pirates from Bayport High School and your hometown Pulaski Red Raiders. Before we get into the action, tonight is also senior night here at Pulaski High School, so at this time we'd like to recognize the senior members of both our guys and gals wrestling varsity team. So if I could have the seniors come out to the center mat as I introduce you, starting with Alec Nelson. Connor Nguyen. Colin Pratt. Cole Gorecki. Elliot Karch. Chase Rosenkrantz. Mara Andre. Raylan Prentice. And Olivia Wikiewicz. Now, seniors, if I could have you turn around here for a moment, I've got a message from Coach Nate. He says, seniors, thank you for your valuable commitment to Pulaski wrestling. The contribution you've made to your team, school, family, and community will never be forgotten. On this day, I ask you to remember a few things. I ask you to remember the impact you've had on your teammates' lives is immeasurable. The time you've dedicated to this sport that you love has shaped you into the men and women you've become today. Wrestling has changed your life and taught you more lessons about life, love, dedication than anything ever could. Remember the bus rides with your teammates, the friends that will never be forgotten, the most successful moments, and the moments that you had to get up after failure. You've accomplished something special. 4 years of the grueling sport of wrestling. No matter the results, the last 4 years have taught you that you can do anything you put your mind and effort to. Your coaches, teammates, parents, and community, thank you for your time. You've become a better person, teammate, student, and athlete. Best wishes for success to all of you during the rest of the season, as well as your future endeavors. All right, turn around to the audience and let's give these guys and gals a round of applause. Once again, thank you, seniors. And now let's get the wrestlers lined up and get ready to wrestle.
So welcome back to the broadcast. Yeah, we had a nice little send-off there for seniors. Austin, that was kind of a nice thing, that little tradition that goes on here at Pulaski and a lot of other schools too, where last home dual meet of the season, you get a chance to, tip your hat to the seniors, and so it was nice to have that recognition. Who did we have there? How many, can you go through that list there, Austin, of seniors that were just recognized?
We had Alec Nelson, Connor Nguyen, Colin Pratt, Cole Gorecki, Elliot Karch, Chase Rosenkrantz, Raylan Prentice, Olivia Wikiewicz, and Marna Andre.
Yeah, so 9 seniors there for Pulaski. Nice showing. Of course, being the girls' coach here at Pulaski, a little special place in my heart for those 3 girls that stepped out there. It's a little different for the wrestling community to see the girls, but it's a great thing that's going on. We're going to turn now to the national anthem. Well, a beautiful job with the national anthem by a couple of Pulaski High School students. They hit the high note there. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, well done. That's beautiful. So we are at that spot where we're going to go through the introductions, the starting lineup. So let's listen in to Mr. Nickerson as he goes through the starting lineups. Starting at 157 pounds tonight.
At 165 from Bayport, Aiden Bruckner. For Pulaski, Andy Sheridan. At 175 for the Pirates, Nicholas Shoemaker. For the Red Raiders, Griffin Van Lannen. At 190 from Bayport, Ethan Farley. For Pulaski, Elliot Carter. At 215 from Bayport, Lucas Whitenberg. For the Red Raiders, Jason Blumenkraft. At 285 from Bayport, Alex Wharton. For Pulaski, Lucas Rico. At 106 for Bayport, Braden Hamill. For Pulaski, Jack Paul. At 113 for Bayport, Thomas Jackworth. For Pulaski, Alec Nelson. At 120 for the Pirates, Owen Wumpke. For Pulaski, Trevor Noyan. At 126 for the Pirates, Aloya Schlump. For Pulaski, Brock Ambrosia. At 132 for the Pirates, Rex Helm. For the Red Raiders, Connor Noyan. At 138 for Bayport, Cole Wellnitz. For Pulaski, Colin Pratt. At 144 for Bayport, Trevor Finger. For Pulaski, Cole Gorecki. And the final match of the evening is 150 for the Pirates, Cole Bartline. For Pulaski, Mason Taylor.
Well, there you have it. The proposed lineup, and of course, Austin, as is often the case with important duels, big duels like this, plenty of people weighed in. There's many opportunities for the coaches on both sides to alter that lineup and sneak someone in. So Yeah, the introductions are nice. It's a little bit of fanfare, but a lot of times it's smoke and mirrors. You never know who's going to step out there exactly. But we do have a weigh-in sheet in front of us, so we know that there are certain weights that are kind of locked in, but we'll get to that when we can get to that. So captains are introducing themselves. They've done the toss, and in a moment, I'm sure Mr. Nickerson, the announcer, will let us know who has choice in which matches. Again, tonight's starting weight class is 157.
The result of the coin toss, Pulaski wrestlers will report first and get their choice at the start of the second period in the odd-numbered matches, Bayport and the even.
So, odd and even. Pulaski has the odd matches. As you heard, what that means is that's determined by that coin toss. Pulaski will be sending their wrestler in the odd matches, the second period when wrestler has choice. Pulaski will have choice in the odd matches, and Bayport in the even. So it looks like Pulaski is all set to send Sawyer Goodness. He's been their starter there at this weight class throughout the season. And indeed, Sawyer Goodness does come to the table and checks in. And we'll see who exactly the Pirates send in here.
On the mat right now at 157, a lineup change for Bayport. It will be Colton Zip for Pulaski, Sawyer Goodness.
Colton Zip steps on the mat. He's listed in your program as a 165-pounder, but of course, checking that weigh-in sheet, he indeed is a 57-pounder. Otherwise, he wouldn't be out there on the mat. But boy, they get after it right away as they go out of bounds. A little over-under tie-up. And Zip doing a little touch and go there, taking a little attack, but Goodness able to fight it off. Goodness now with a little front head and underhook, trying to pull him down to the mat. He's successful so far, but Zip being gamesome and trying to stay up there on his feet. Just underway here at 157 pounds. Both wrestlers getting to know each other. And there's Zip sneaking in. He used that overhook, chased a leg, and was able to dump Goodness to the mat and picks up a takedown. So Zip zips off to the early lead. Goodness doing a nice job of working back to his feet and almost gets out, but Zip was able to lock up a little head and arm and wrong leg in and pulls him back to the mat. Off the mat they go. 33 seconds left here in the first period. And you got to think, Austin, there's probably a few nerves, a little bundle of nerves out there. Big rivalry match. It doesn't matter which sport it is when these two schools get together, right?
Yep.
I think between these two, if you look over at over the archive of Fox River Classic Conference wrestling history, these are the two schools that have most of the conference titles. And if you look at the history in the programs, like all the way back, Pulaski back to 1962 or so, and Bayport similar. Now look at Goodness. Whoa, this was a close call right at the end, but Zip was able to hang on. And man, if we'd had another 10, 15 seconds, that could have been really interesting, as Zip had thrown a leg in and Sawyer did a little tripod up and caught his head and might have been able to pull him underneath. Sawyer deferred his choice. He's going to get his choice in the third period, and Zip chose bottom. I believe that's the way that went. And so we'll see what Sawyer Goodness can make happen here in the second period in the top position. Hasn't had a chance to be here yet. 2-0 the score. Zip doing a little turn under. He's going to get one, and he does. They're back on their feet, neutral. 3-0 the score here at 1:57. Goodness with that underhook. But Zip has overhook and wrist, and that's where Zip scored that first takedown, where he was a little hanging on that overhook. He was able to chase a leg. Little fireman's carry dump action, kind of what he scored that first takedown. That Zip is really comfortable hand fighting up there and looking for upper body control. Goodness does a nice job of fighting that off, and yes, picks up a takedown off of Zip's shot. Really, the key to that was Goodness was doing a great job of battling and pulled off a little bit of a Russian. He had hand control, and so when Zips took that shot, Sawyer had his head and hands in the way. And now we got a penalty point. Coach Nate Pulaski checking to see what it was, what the penalty was. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know, Austin, if you see what happened there at all?
I had no view of what happened there.
Okay. I don't know. It was unnecessary roughness is what we hear from Mr. Nickerson. I think Sawyer might have cracked him pretty good with a crossface there. There's another one. Yeah, I think so. I think Sawyer's just being aggressive down there. He's looking for his crossface series, and, and that first one out of the gates was a little aggressive. But Goodness doing a nice job. He's got Zip flattened out. This is where he wants him. And look at him work at a half here, trying to get off to the side. He's really being relentless on top. 20 seconds left here in the second period. Again, Goodness down 4-2 on the strength of that takedown and an escape and a penalty point for Zip. There's that crossface again, and now he's close to his what Pulaski calls a snowplow action, but he's going to run out of time there. So again, 4-2, and now Goodness has choice, so he takes bottom wisely. He's got a score, so the most likely place for him. And you remember, Austin, back in the end of that first period, Sawyer was close to scoring from bottom when he had Zip's head pulled under, and oh man, a few more seconds and it could have been different. And here we are again where Zip is getting a little high. He's trying to throw, he's got one leg in, he's trying to throw that other boot in, but he's too high, and I think Goodness is going to sneak out the back door here. He does. And now it's 4-4 with a minute and a half left. Goodness. Now here comes that crossface again. You can see him winding up a little bit for it. Actually, I shouldn't say he's winding up. He's just taking it. It's more of a jab than anything, which should be legal. But referee Zach Krause let us know early that he's going to be careful. Oh, and there we go. We got a warning for stalling on bottom. Goodness really is working his tail off on top. He is close to having a cradle. He does have a cradle. He pulls him suicide style, but Zip was able to break the cradle lock. 50 seconds left. Zip's going to score a reversal. He's up 6-4, but Goodness can still make something happen here. He's got time with 40 seconds left. Zip now doing a nice job on top. He's got Goodness broken down flat to his belly. Looking for wrist, digging wrist, 30 seconds left. Folks, this one's going to come right down to the wire here. And now, Goodness able to get to his feet. Not enough to get the escape. Well, off the mat they go. They're going to come back for a fresh start. 24 and a half seconds left, and Austin, things are heating up right away in this rivalry duel.
Yes, they are. You can hear the crowd getting into it.
There's the fresh start. Goodness, to his feet right away. Turn it in. He's got a reversal. 6-6 the score with 17 seconds left. Remember, there was a stall call before, so maybe Goodness can sneak out another stall call, but less than 10 seconds. He's going to ride him hard. Zip does a little flip. Close to getting out. He's on his feet. Goodness hangs on to a leg. That's the way that's going to end. It's going to be overtime. They're going to come back to the center, put a minute on the clock. We're going to be in sudden victory here. Oh, Zip is going to take a little blood time here. He is. He's bloodied up on the lip, which gives him a little bit of a respite. But it's legit, folks. Don't don't go making any assumptions here. He's all bloodied up on his lip, and they're getting him all set. Interesting moment now because there's Goodness checking in with his coaches and getting his bearings. Coach Nate Pulaski is right in his ear and letting him know, okay, here's where we're at. So where we're at, folks, is overtime. When they come back to the center, they're going to be neutral with 1 minute on the clock, and what we call this is sudden victory. It's not, for some reason, they don't like the term sudden death, Austin. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
The National Federation thought, well, let's put a positive spin on it. So it's sudden victory.
What is sudden victory?
Sudden victory is whoever scores in this 1 minute period, whoever scores first suddenly has a victory. So sudden victory. So first point scored. Now, remember, Zip has a warning for stalling, so it could come down to a stall call. But I have a funny feeling he's going to engage because as they've been wrestling in neutral position, Zip has been pretty good about coming out and taking control of the upper body. Let's see if Sawyer Goodness can. Oh, now we've got a little injury time for Red. Not sure what happened there. Maybe he's got blood. It might be Sawyer might have blood now, so we'll see. So interesting little turn of events here. 6-6 the score. Again, not a shocker that right out of the gates we have a barn burner. So we'll see which way this one goes.
Yeah, Sawyer's looking to come out on top in this sudden victory.
Looks like he's ready to go. So back to the action, folks. Here we go. Overtime at 1:57. Goodness. On that underhook, he's got to be careful because that overhook is where Zip wanted to be earlier in the bout. But Sawyer doing a nice job with underhook and head positioning and pulling him down and looking for a go behind. He's close, but they're on the edge. He's going to give it two. He picks up the two. That's a big one. That brings the Red Raiders off the bench. That's a big victory for Pulaski. The opening bout, 8-6 in OT. Holy folks, the fireworks are starting. All right, so chalk up 3 for the Red Raiders. And that's going to take us to 165 pounds. I believe Bayport will send out Aiden Bruck, I believe. That was a wild one. Yeah, that's what this is supposed to be about. A lot of excitement, great wrestling.
A big rivalry.
Big rivalry, yeah. That's all the elements are there. Here we go. We are going to see Aiden Bruckner, the senior for Bayport. Andy Service for Pulaski. Andy the junior. Andy having a nice season. Putting some things together here. His first varsity season. But, man, I like the way he wrestles. Very aggressive. He's got a thirst for points. He's got a worthy opponent tonight, though, in Aiden Bruckner. This match underway here, 165 pounds. Bruckner now working for that underhook on Andy's right side. And he hits a nice high crotch shot. And yeah, he connects and scores a really nice job. Nice underhook lift. Opened him up on that right side, hit that high crotch, and there was nowhere for Andy to go. Bruckner doing a nice job working wrist. Now Andy gets it back. Andy built base. He's trying to get to his feet. Bruckner riding that left side hard, going inside wrist. Nice action by Andy Service, though. Movement creates an opportunity for you on bottom. Now, can't be wild, crazy, flailing movement, and he's not. He's controlled. He's trying to short sit. There he goes to a short sit position, trying to keep his knees underneath. There he does a little knee slide up to his. Oh, that was really nice job by Service. Does a little knee slide, got his hips back underneath him, separated his hips, got to his feet, and out he was. So 2-1 now. And now he knows that high crotch is coming, so maybe he can shut that down, not cough up that underhook. 10 seconds left in the first period here at 165. Looks like that's the way this period's going to end. Bruckner's going to have the choice as we go to the second period. It's even match. He wants down right away. Interesting. Oftentimes you'll see the choice here in the second period is top, bottom, neutral, or defer. And most times wrestlers will defer their choice so they can have it in the third period. Bruckner wanted to go bottom right away, and he wants to get that point back. 2-1 the score here, and Bruckner sits out, but Service does a nice job of covering the hips, capturing the wrist, busts him down to his belly, but Bruckner right back up. And Bruckner is out now, 3-1 with that escape. Service, a little drag to a shot, but misses. Bruckner on an overhook now on that right side, and he hit that high crotch on that side earlier, so we'll see if he, well, now he's back to that underhook, high crotch. That's the thing, that's his shot. Andy does a nice job of getting his foot back on the mat, does a nice job of countering here. Really nice job by Andy getting that foot on the mat, extending that leg, getting Bruckner extended. Darn near scored right away as they hit the mat, but Bruckner, ooh, man, he is strong. That kid is strong. Does a nice job of pulling that leg back in, getting his hips underneath him. He almost has that leg up and out, but Andy was able to get him off the mat, got his foot back down to the mat again to fight it off. Nice little skirmish there by those two. There's Andy going to that fish hook on one side and collar on the other. Now working back to wrist. Let's see if Andy can get his offense going here up here in neutral. Boy, Bruckner has a nice shot, though. If he's like a little trip hammer, if he gets that underhook, he's going to lift and fire that off. And there's Andy taking a little shot, but doesn't connect. I was really surprised. There's another little drag there. I was surprised that Bruckner was able to fight back to good position. He had that leg. Andy was able to counter out of it. Bruckner did a nice job of pulling himself back into good position. Dang near scored on the edge, but they're off the mat again. Just under 11 seconds here in the second period. Low scoring match, but really a lot of action. Nice intense bout going on here. There, Andy looking to get a little Russian or a little look off slide by action, and that's the way the second period will end. Going to the third, it's going to be Service. He is going to wisely choose bottom. He's already escaped from him once, so maybe get a point back. We can bring this thing within 3-2, and then you're a takedown away from winning. So we'll see what happens here in the last stanza of 165. Bruckner just riding on the right side. Does a nice job of gathering an arm, but Andy was able to get it back. Now Andy coming to his feet. He's getting close to spiking that hand control. He gets out, underhook, goes right away to a leg. He hasn't been awarded one. Now he gets his one. Almost turned it into a reversal, but so now we're neutral. We're 3-2. Minute 20 left. Bruckner might be showing signs of fatigue. Andy now connects on that drag shot, but almost connects, I should say. There's that high crotch again. Now Bruckner switches to a low single. He's trying to cut corner. Very close to the edge of the mat. Andy Andy kind of snuck him out of bounds a little bit to get a fresh start. Bruckner showing signs of wear here. 1 minute left, 59 seconds. But still had enough energy in the action just before where he was able to pull that high crotch shot again. So 3-2, 40 seconds. Now Bruckner in on a high single leg. That's deep, that's solid. Andy doing a nice job of trying to break that lock, gets his foot back on the mat. Close to the edge again. Service try, there he goes with a little hip. Close, off the mat they go, 28 seconds. But Bruckner clearly the aggressor here as far as attacks, shots in the neutral position. Now Andy fighting for that Russian tie. There's his drag, misses. 20 seconds left. Andy really trying to get something going here. Andy got an underhook on that left side. Took a little peek at the clock to see how much time he has. Takes a little desperation double. Less than 10. There's a nice shot and there's the stall call, but it's going to be too little too late as far as stalling goes. 7.4 seconds. They're not going to ding Bruckner again for stalling, but there was the warning. Well, his first step was back, and there's a shot again by Andy. But that is the way this one's going to end. So close. Great match, though. 3-2 the score. Bruckner's going to walk away with the win. But holy smokes, Austin. First two matches have just been battles.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd getting into it.
Andy's clearly disappointed in that, but man, that was a battle. That was a good match. Bruckner, absolutely worthy opponent. He's putting together a nice season. He's been in that varsity lineup for a while. That's going to bring us to 175 pounds, where I think we are going to see Griffin Van Lanen and Nick Shoemaker. Shoemaker, the Bayport Pirates senior, and Van Lanen, the junior for the Red Raiders.
From Pulaski, Griffin Van Lanen.
Griffin hitting a nice single leg there. That was really nice action where he's doing a little hand fight and dropped down to the leg, but Schumacher, whoa, turned it in. He was able to fight it off, get back to his feet, and then he did the same action, or similar. This is a flurry of attacks so far. A lot of action, only 25 seconds expired. And there's Van Lanen in on a shot. He's down in that little dump position on that head outside shot. Well, there he might have made a mistake by sneaking that arm out. I think Schumacher's going to score this because he is. Nick is going to score this because he beat the shoulder. That should be two. He's around behind. There it is. When Griffin's shoulder snuck out from the hip, and Schumacher was able to sit the corner. The position was kind of lost there, and so Nick picks up the two. Let's see if Griffin can get back to his feet. The team score. Schumacher doing a nice job on top here. He's got Griffin flattened out, working one side, trying to pull that arm back. Now he sneaks a boot in there, but we're under 10 seconds. Griffin should be okay here. Doing a nice job of trying to keep his head up, and yep, that's the way the first period's going to end. But again, lots of action. Little shot, counter shot. All right. Plenty to watch, plenty to enjoy here if you're a wrestling fan on either side of the mat tonight. Schumacher in the bottom position. Van Lanen covers. We're off to the start, and Schumacher hits a switch right away. That's just too darn easy. scored this reversal in less than 5 seconds. So now we're 4-0. Nick Schumacher, one of those Pirates who's been in the lineup for a while. I think he made his varsity debut for the Pirates as a sophomore. If I'm not mistaken, he might have been about a 120-pounder, and here he is all the way up to 175. That might have been a growth spurt. I don't know.
Could have been. Or he could have been in the weight room lifting iron.
I think that goes on in Bayport quite a bit. So I would say yes. We know it goes on in Pulaski. Schumacher, again, he's got that boot in, and notice if you can see it, how he's got leg in. Oh, there Griffin is able to get the leg out. But he's still flat on his belly, and Schumacher has a bar and a wrist, and he's off to the side, and he's driving that bad boy. And no, now he's got that shoulder buried. He's going to be close, 45 seconds. He is close, and now he's getting swipes from the ref. And he picks up the fall. Oh, there is a big, big turn of events in this duel. Griffin was doing a nice job of just fighting, keeping it close. Maybe a little outgunned here on paper, but keeping it close. And Nick Schumacher digs out a bar, runs him over, and gets the fall for the Pirates. 9-3 now the score, team score, which is going to bring us to 190 pounds. And we are going to see, I think, a pretty decent match here, Austin, as Pirates send Ethan Farley. And, of course, the Red Raiders are going to send Chase Wuzencraft. Now, for our fans out there, let me ask Austin. Austin, you notice anything different with this Red Raider that stepped out there on the mat?
Yeah, he's got a different singlet on than all the other ones.
There you go. See? I knew it. You're observant. And there's Chase in on a nice shot, and he cuts across, brings him down to the mat. That was a beautiful takedown. Great shot, shifted across, took him off his feet, brought him down legally. Beautiful. That was textbook right there. So, yeah, let's get back to that singlet for a second. Yeah, senior night. We had, what did we say, 9 Pulaski seniors recognized, and somewhat new tradition here in the last few years. What goes on is they honor those seniors by getting them a personalized singlet, and then they get to wear it for senior night. And I think maybe there's something like, maybe they get to wear it at state tournament too. They qualify for state and they can wear it, something like that. But it's special singlet just for this night, so kind of a neat little homage to those seniors. Chase Wuzencraft really imposing his will right now. I know the score is only 2-0, but man, he's riding hard. He's got Farley flattened out, and now he's got a ball and chain hooked up underneath there. That means he's got that wrist locked through the crotch. He's trying to dig out a little hook tilt. He's looking for it anyway. Farley knows that. He's not giving him any space there to get his hand in and hook him in the elbow so he can rock him up. Well, Zach Krause wants both wrestlers to get going. Now Chase has snuck a bar in, and he's looking to tilt. Here we go. Yeah, and there's the swipe. He's gonna get at least 2. And he does. There's the award of 2. He, again, nice little, just snuck a little bar in there. That's the way the period's gonna end. Sneaks a bar in there, hops the other side, pulls him into his lap and sneaks a cheap tilt, picks up 2. Farley, interestingly enough, has choice, wants neutral. And we'll see how this goes. Chase did a nice job. Didn't take Chase too long to take him down in the first period, but Farley wanted to wrestle here. Certainly didn't want to go back on bottom where he just coughed up 2 points, so it makes sense that he wouldn't go there. And now Farley getting some action going. That was a nice little attack, a set up an attack by Farley. Touched the leg, didn't quite get to it. And Chase doing a nice job of peeling off arm. Taking a little shot off of it. Good hand fighting here by these two at 190 pounds. Now Farley trying to peel that collar tie off. Chase a leg with it. And there's Wozencraft. Hits that single, shifts off to a double, cuts through. Oh, they want to, there's the takedown. The Bayport faithful wanted to see a slam on that one because it looked a little rough. Farley did come down on his head. He might be a little dazed, but and there, not too dazed, not dazed enough to get an escape. He steps over the top and sneaks out. 6-1 the score with 45 seconds left in the second period. Again, hotly contested, a lot of action, great matches. Farley hits Farley with a little, almost like a little super duck action. That was pretty slick. Picks up the takedown. Fakes one side, penetrates the other. Kind of had Chase going one way and couldn't recover and hits that shot. So really nice job and a nice mat return by Farley. Farley getting something going. Now Chase recovers, gets his point. But we got a little injury here. Something happened here. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good, folks.
I think it's from when Chase slammed him on his head. He's looking a little dizzy.
Well, there comes the trainer. Well, I hope he's okay. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Like all of a sudden Ethan just kind of timed out there. Yeah, he's well, like I said, I just hope he's okay. He's trying to get his bearings. In the meantime, Chase Wozencraft over there with his coaches. I think Ethan's going to be okay. He's snapping it back up. Good for him. Yeah, I think you're right, Austin. I think he got a little ding there, a little something, and who knows, in that other little flurry where Chase got away, who knows. No harm done. Back to center. 10 seconds left in the second period. 7-3 the score. Yeah, Farley doing a nice. Oh, that was, again, there's no shortage of action in these bouts tonight. That is beautiful. I love it that both teams, all right, there's a lot on the line tonight. There's a lot of tradition. There's a huge rivalry, conference title implications. Sometimes you see teams, you see individuals tighten up, but I love it. Both teams letting it fly out there. It's great. All right, and so here in the third period, Farley on top. Wozencraft working to get to his feet. He does, but Farley able to snag a single. But now Chase able to get back to neutral. Fires a shot. 8-3 the score as they go off the mat on the Pulaski side. Minute and a half. Let's see what the next 90 seconds hold for these two boys. 190, they're men. Oh, Wozencraft with a little slide by, but then Farley able to fight off that slide by and picks up two. And then Wozencraft able to get back to his feet and face him right before they go out of bounds. Scores right on the edge. 9-5 the score with a minute left. I think both wrestlers getting a little winded here, so conditioning is going to play a role. But Chase Wozencraft with a 4-point lead. Now he's got collar and wrist. And Farley did a nice job on that last exchange with the little reshot. Actually fought off that slide by and then was able to turn it into his points. Farley coming hard with that collar, and now he takes a shot. Let's see if Wozencraft keep him down there and short offense. Doesn't want to. Farley peels that off and chases the leg. You can see how he does that. He peels off kind of like Russian, 2-on-1 kind of thing. Peels it off and chases the leg. And now he comes with a hard shot. That Whoa, at first, referee Zach Krause at first awarded 2 on that, on the edge. But Chase it was a continuation. Chase snuck a whizzer in there. Now Zach is talking to the assistant ref. He waved it off, but now they're talking it over to see if they're going to give him 2. Let's see what we have determined. Coach Shefchik over to visit with referee Krause. Well, they're going to deliberate a little bit. Brad just maybe trying to lobby a little bit for him. Can't blame him. He wants to see his wrestler get those points. That would make it a pretty interesting match. All of a sudden it would be 9-7 with 22 seconds left, but it's going to remain waved off. So good thing they didn't do video review, right? And there's Farley again hitting a hard shot. 15 seconds left in the match. And Woozencraft on a front head. Whew, he was being a little dangerous there, taking it a different way. Oh, now the Pulaski faithful getting into it. They didn't really like the little extra shove there at the end, but Farley hammers a double leg and scores. That's the way it's going to end, though. 9-7. Farley did score the last points. Heck of a bout. Nice show of respect between these 2 wrestlers. Give a handshake while they're getting up. And again, great bout, great action. 9-7, the way that one ended. Wow. Great attacks, great action, fighting the whole time. Wow. We're going to get ready for the 215-pound bout.
On the mat right now at 215, wrestling from Bayport, Lucas Weinberg, from Pulaski, Lucas Riegel.
So we're going to see 2 Lucases out there. For Pulaski, Lucas Riegel. Bayport, Lucas Weinberg. 2 guys named Luke. Need to catch my breath a little bit after that match. That was some great action. Well, they're just getting to know each other here at 215. While they're doing that, why don't we tell you a little bit about the sponsor for tonight's Raiders Strong Network broadcast. That sponsor tonight is JT Engineering Incorporated.
JT Engineering Incorporated is a civil engineering and surveying firm located in Hobart. They deliver personalized and trusted solutions that align with your needs, timelines, and goals. For small commercial developments to vast interest highway expansions, trust them to transform your vision and reality and your changes into solutions.
Appreciate the sponsorship by JT Engineering Incorporated. Thanks for supporting Pulaski High School students. Lucas Weinberg chasing a single leg now. He's got a high single leg, shifts across, gathers the second leg to get a takedown. 30 seconds left in the first period. So Weinberg, the first to draw blood here at 215. Lucas Riegel's got to get something going. He's just flat on his belly. He's got to build base. And Weinberg's got to get off the side a little bit. So there, Riegel gets back to base, but Weinberg hits a hard crossface, has that far elbow trap. But that's the way the period's going to end. 2-0. Riegel defers, and Weinberg is going to choose bottom. Doing a nice little capture on top, breaks him down to side, and inside wrist. One-on-one on that right side. Rico doing a nice job so far, but covers his hips nicely. Weinberg, kind of wily down there. He keeps building back to base. Now he's on quad pod, back to his feet. He's close. Tripod, peels a hand, breaks the lock. Rico's got to release him. 3-0. We come back to fighting 2-on-1s here. Wrist control, 2-on-1. Collars. Weinberg, just a sophomore. Rico the junior. And Rico is going to pounce. And he is fallen into the trap. There's a head and arm. This is not going to end well here. We are close to giving up the full bucket of points. Weinberg is wrapped up, a head and arm. He's reefing on it. Rico's in a bad spot. There's 36 seconds left in the period. This is a tough one. Folks, there's the fall. Oh, that's a crazy turn of events. A little flurry of action. Looked like Rico was actually going to capitalize on Weinberg losing his feet. But in the flurry, Weinberg comes out on top with a head and arm, and ooh, that's all she wrote. That brings the team score 15-6 in favor of the Pirates. The Red Raiders are going to send Mason Gorecki here at 285 weight class. I believe Alex Warden is going to come out for the Red Raiders, or for the Pirates, sorry. Warden immediately in on a single leg. Warden, another Bayport Pirate that's putting together a nice season. Warden's got a cradle locked up. And it is tight. And there's the fall. So a quick 12 points by Bayport is going to change the complexion of this dual meet tremendously. 21-6. Holy smokes. Started off with those first, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 bouts that were hotly contested. Red Raiders did give up a fall at 175, but that brings us back around to the smaller guys, and Pulaski's going to send Jack Falk out, and Bayport is going to send Braden Hamill.
As Braden Hamill comes out to the mat, he's a Northern Plains champion, freestyle champion, the Battle of the Bay champion, ranked 9th in the state, and a Fond du Lac champion.
This is a pretty accomplished freshman that's out there on the mat right now for Bayport. Jack Falk, he's a tough little nut. We love that kid. He is a goer, but on paper, Braden Hamill looks like this is going to be a tough one for Jack. Like you said, Hamill putting together a pretty nice season. Doesn't seem to have been troubled by that transition from middle school to high school. Having a lot of success on the varsity level. So sometimes you see that, where you have a kid who's kind of all world or has a lot of accolades coming out of middle school, but it's another level, and to be able to make that jump from one level to the next, youth to middle school to high school to college, right? Those are big transitions, but Braden Hamill seems to be handling that transition just fine. But it's still 0-0 here at 106. We're a minute into this match. Hamill going to that collar tie. Falk looking to shoot from space. And now Hamill double unders body lock here. on the edge, and he steps in front and takes his two. A nice little job by Hamill, because some people would want to go for the homer there where you're locked up upper body and think, well, let's go for the home run. But he wisely kind of just did a little throw by action with that double underhook, bear hook. And now Jack Falk getting a little switcheroo. Almost getting two, but we'll see if he's even going to get one at this point. There he gets his one, and that's right at the end of the period. So nice job by Jack Falk, scoring at the end of the period. Nice little show of intensity there. You know, Austin, as a coach, for years I've said, like, there are certain indicators of intensity and focus. Scoring at the end of a period is one of them. However, scoring right away at the beginning of a period shows some intensity too, and that's what we just got from Braden Hamill. As holy smokes, he hit that switch. Again, we saw that in an earlier match where Bayport hit a switch, boom, pronto, right off the whistle. And now Hamill has locked up a bar and has walked Jack Falk over. He's close to getting a fall. He's got the full count, and there's a fall. Wow. Interesting match. You know, that first period was a battle. Come out of that one 2-1. And then, holy smokes, we start the second period, and 34 seconds later, it's done. That just doesn't add up, but that's the way it went, and that's the way wrestling goes sometimes. So now we're up to 113 pounds. I believe Bayport is going to send Tommy Jackwart, and Pulaski will send Alec Nelson. It is Jackwart and Nelson. Again, Nelson's sporting that special senior night singlet, and he is in on a shot right away and drops Jackwart to the mat and is picking up a count. All of this in less than 10 seconds. Oh, this would be a nice turn for Pulaski to pick up some bonus points. Got to get some back. He is close. He's got his full count. He is looking to get team points, not just back points. This thing wrapped up pretty tight. And Jackwart is being a fighter down there. He's close to getting off, but Alec able to gather him up again. He's high and low there. He's got an arm and he's got the leg, and he's teed off. He's got pretty decent pin position. Now he's sneaking back to look for a half. Jackwart doing a nice job of fighting this, because, man, he was in a bad way, but he's fighting it off, and there's a minute left. A long time left here when you're fighting from this position. And there the Pulaski crowd, it's right over in front of them. They want that fall. And it is close. As you might guess, the Red Raider fans have their hands up in the air. What are you waiting for? But he's up. He's got a shoulder off. Jackwart fighting hard. 25 seconds left. Now he's going to roll through. That was an amazing effort by Jackwart. That kind of brings his teammates to life over there on the Bayport bench. So 5-0. Nelson in the lead. Looking for more backs, looking for a breakdown and turn, but wow. Hey, you got to credit young Jackwart there. That really was a heck of an effort. Fighting off your back for most of that period. Folks, that takes guts and some stamina. All right, Nelson taking the bottom position up to his feet right away, but off the mat they go. Only 4 ticks expired. Fresh start, 5-0. 27-6, the team score. Quick turn of events there. Bayport got them in bunches tonight so far. Nelson works to his feet and now cuts away. They're neutral, 6-0. Nelson taking a way out there shot. But now they're in close quarters. Tommy takes an attack, but Nelson able to fight it off. He hasn't been awarded the 2 yet, but he's looking for backfall cradle. Oh, he didn't even have the cradle locked up, and he was going backfall. A little dangerous. And now he's there. He finally gets the takedown. So he's got his bonus points now. He's ahead 8-0. And now he's got that classic cross wrist, trying to pick knee, go bottom leg Turk. He does, but he's on the edge. He's got to steer him in, and he does. And now he's getting a count. He's getting those swipes, and he's close to a fall again. And now he's sneaking that half in there, steps off the leg. 37 seconds. Let's see if he can get the fall this time. He is close. Referee Zach Kraus right down there. Everybody wearing red calling for it, and there it is. Finally, Pulaski gets one back. Will it be enough? We'll see. 27-12, the score now, as Alec Nelson picks up the fall for his teammates. It's going to bring us to 120 pounds. And Austin, this is where, we run into a couple of studs for Bayport.
Yeah, we got Owen Wathke coming up. He's ranked 7th in the state. He's got a round of 23-5 record. He's a state qualifier last year. He placed second at the Battle on the Bay, and he took 4th at Bi-State.
Yeah, Battle on the Bay tournament, Bi-State tournament, great events. I'll tell you, 4th at the Bi-State, that's pretty impressive. The number of schools that they have over there that come in for that event. So Owen Wathke, is this darn kid a senior yet? I mean, he's been a thorn in our side. He's only a junior. Holy smokes. He's been a little bit of a burr under the Red Raider saddle, if you will. He's wrestling Trevor Noyen tonight, and there's Wathke in on a shot, and he's going to pick up the 2 on the edge. Gotta say though, Trevor Noyen has put a nice season together so far. This is his inaugural season on varsity, and he has made some nice strides. It's good to see him getting that experience, battling hard. See how he does against a pretty accomplished wrestler in Owen Wathke tonight. Wathke riding hard on that tight waist chop, trying to break him down. Back on the edge now. Wathke able to pull in a bar and a wrist, and he's close to a tilt. Here he comes. Oh, there was a swipe. Trevor able to fight that off, and now he's back in the danger zone, but only gets one swipe. They've got to be consecutive, and there's another one. Yeah, Noyen doing a nice job of bellying down, fighting that off, did not cough up any points, forced and gets his arm back. Really well done by Trevor Noyen. He was in a heck of a predicament there. Stayed off his back, stayed at 90 degrees, was able to kind of loosen that bar up somehow, and fought back to his base. And now, Noyen not that far from getting to his feet, and he is on his feet. Wathke does a nice job doing a little scissor step back heel, but that's the way this first period is going to end. 2-0 in favor of Owen Wathke. Trevor's going to defer. Owen's picking bottom. We'll get set with the second stanza. Wathke, a little razzle-dazzle right off the whistle. Interesting to see how a lot of those Bayport guys right off the whistle, they're hitting something a little, you know, I don't know, out of the ordinary. A lot of people go stand up, quad pod, that kind of thing, but Bayport hitting switches, hitting a little elevator action there. Interesting. And it looks like that motion, that action is going to be rewarded because Zach Kraus, referee Zach Kraus, is going to say that there was a loss of control. Let's stop it, get back to a fresh start in neutral. 3-0 the score in favor of Wathke. Minute 20 left in the second period. Wathke really on the attack, busy with those hands, busy with those feet. There he takes his attack. He's down on that low single leg. Now he's looking to peek under. He's close, but Trevor Noyen doing a nice job of sneaking that arm through and negating that. And now Wathke able to cut the corner and set Trevor on his hip. Now he shifts ahead outside and picks up the 2. He shifts head outside and doubled off. Was able to pick up his 2. Now 5-0.
And as you remember in the Ethan Farley Chase Rosencraft, it was 5-0. It came down to 9-7.
That's right. So maybe Trevor Noyen can mount a comeback and make it a little more interesting. He's not out of it. Wathke is he's a tough competitor, and I just know from watching him before, he's tough to score on. Very stingy. Good counter offense. Tough on top. Here he is with a cross wrist. He's looking to pick knee, and he's got a leg turk underneath, but it's too low. You can't leg turk a calf. So he relinquishes that. He comes back to what he really likes. He likes that tight waist and bar, and there you can see him digging for that, and he's doing a nice job. And he's got that locked up. He's got bar and wrist, and this was where Trevor was in danger before, but now he's switched it off. Oh, again, Trevor does a nice job of, I don't know how he's fighting that off and able to stay at 90, but he does. And now Noyen has choice. He says neutral. Makes sense. This is where he's going to have a shot. But Wathke has proven to be pretty tough up here. 5-0 to score as we begin this third period at 120 pounds. Wathke very active. Changing levels. Little foot fake, little head bob, little fake shot. He's trying to loosen Trevor up. Now he's got underhook. Been seeing Bayport wrestlers go to that underhook a lot tonight. Now Wathke in on that single leg shot. Oh, he plants that leg on the mat. He's close to stepping up, peeking out that far side. There he's got that bottom leg trap. Now he shifts off to a double, drops him to his hip the other way. And he was awarded 2. I guess it makes sense. And now he goes right back, that tight waist bar. Now, does he have the wrist locked up underneath there? Maybe. Nope, not quite. Now he's looking for it. It's a long arm of the law. He sneaks all the way on that tight waist and grabs bar. But we're going to get a stoppage for something. I'm not sure what. Other than, for whatever reason, the action was stopped. Maybe it was potentially dangerous. But on the stoppage, then Wathke alerts the referee that he wants to just go ahead and go neutral. So he relinquishes the point. It's 7-1. The reason he does that, he's up by 6. If he gets another takedown, all of a sudden it's an 8-point difference, and he picks up another bonus point for his team. So that's the thinking there. He's in on the leg, 25 seconds. Trevor really wants to be able to fight this one off. Now we're in that waterfall position, and Wathke, he really does a textbook job of coming out underneath that waterfall position. Head in the middle. Nice technique there. Solid performance by Owen Wathke. And you can see why he's one of the top-ranked kids in the state.
Yep.
So 9-1 the score. Wathke does pick up a bonus point because of the 8-point differential. That brings Bayport's total to 31. Pulaski at 12. And this is a wrestler coming up for Bayport that a lot of people have had an eye on. Pretty solid kid here.
His name is Alois Schumpf. He's ranked in the top 10 in the state, record around 19-4, and he placed 4th in state last year.
Yeah, he put together a really nice state tournament last year. Gotten to know Alois a little bit working at AWA in Green Bay. Shout out to Josh Wagner at AWA Green Bay. And Alois, he's really aggressive. The kid can score from a lot of positions, and there right away he hand fights a little bit and zip takes Brock Ambrosius to the mat, picks up the takedown. Alois was sidelined a little earlier in the season with he had a little nagging injury, but looks to be healthy. He made it back in time for the bi-state. And I can't remember. Did you say what he placed at bi-state? I don't know what he placed at bi-state. Maybe top 6. I can't remember for sure. But we got a tough competitor here. And Brock Ambrosius is no slouch. He was at the state tournament last year. He's been wrestling for many, many years. Off the mat, 51 seconds left in the first period.
And speaking of Alois, he's only a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, he's another one of these young bucks that, man, he came onto the scene. Imagine that, placing 4th in the state as a freshman. I believe he was a 13-pounder last year. He's up a couple weight classes. It'll be interesting to see what Bayport does with their lineup as as we head toward the WIA tournament season. So Alois cut him loose and took him down again. Bayport's putting together a nice season. They're ranked, right, Austin?
Yeah, they're ranked 2 in the Division 1.
Of course, kind of a mainstay in the last few years. Number 1 in Division 1 is Kaukauna. And those two teams are in the same sectional. So a tough path for Bayport or Pulaski, also in that sectional, as Kaukauna and Bayport, both top-ranked teams, right? Kaukauna number 1, Bayport number 2, in the same sectional. But again, Bayport putting together a heck of a nice season. I know that they have a dual meet win over the 3rd-ranked team, Wisconsin Rapids. I believe Bayport's only dual meet loss this year is to the top-ranked team in Division 2. And that would be Luxembourg Casco. There's Schlumpf just getting after it again. Now he's up 6-1 with a minute 35 left in the second. Here he's going to go with a hard cut. Relinquishes the point off the mat. Back to center, 6-2. Alois just really, again, just a dynamic wrestler. He has a lot of ways to attack you. And he's got a couple of match enders up his sleeve too. So he has got some threats that he can come at you with. There he goes, single leg. Brock does a nice job of whizzing off. We might have had a shin whizzer there. Brock might turn this into his points. And he was close to turning it into his points, but Alois does a nice job of fighting that off and getting back where he needed to be and picks up another takedown, 8-2. Alois looking on top he's got that, looking for a little tilt action. Not sure which side he really wants to go. got another stall call there, so Schlumpf picks up a point on the stall call, 9-2. Schlumpf has bar and wrist. It looks like, yep, he's got a bar and wrist. And now he's comes off the wrist and goes half, but he's still running it. Now he's sneaking over to that other side, to the half side. That's the way the second period will end. And Schlumpf threatening on top with that bar and half, bar and wrist combination. Alois choosing bottom here for the third period.
And as we're looking at these young wrestlers, they like to attack from the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see what Alois does off the. Here it is, switch off the whistle. Look at that again. We've been seeing that, Austin. That one happened, and he hit 2 switches in about 3 seconds. Again, we talked about it earlier in the evening, but you know that movement on bottom, as long as it's not crazy, wild, flailing, random movement, like controlled movement, positional movement creates an opportunity for you. And boy, gotta kind of hand it to the Bayport wrestlers, as they've been doing a nice job winning the whistle, getting some movement going on bottom, and then scoring. So now Alois on top in the action and on top in the scoreboard, 11-2. Can't quite see what he's doing. Back to that inside wrist, one-on-one. Now looking looks like not crab ride, but claw ride. Tight waist, loading him up, looking for tilt, and he got one swipe. Now he's, and I know Alois is good at this tilt action. There's another swipe, but not consecutive. Just one swipe each. Brock does a nice job of fighting back to belly. Schlumpf has already got his major decision as we near the 22nd remaining mark. So he's going to be content to at least hang on to that, keep his major. Yep. And now the stall call happens. 12-2 is the way this one is going to end.
That move from Alois when he just sat up there that was kind of creative, I guess.
Well, he just wanted to show the ref that he was trying to work something. He wasn't able to dig anything out, but and you know, you look at it from Brock's perspective. Brock doesn't want to open up and because I'm telling you, Alois is dangerous. I mean, he could hammer something out of the blue, and next thing you know, it's a tech or it's a fall. Let's take a look and mention our sponsor again tonight, if we will. So once again, the Raider Strong Network and its members are sponsored by JT Engineering Incorporated tonight.
JT Engineering Incorporated is a civil engineering and surveying firm located in Hobart. They delivered personalized, trusted solutions that align with your needs, timelines, and goals. From small commercial developments to vast interstate highway expansions, trust them to transform your vision into reality and your changes into solutions.
Big thank you to JT Engineering. Rex Helms comes out of the blocks, firing. Whoa. He has picked up a takedown. He's locked up a cradle. Zach Kraus holding 2, now awarding 2. Wow. I did not expect that. We've got senior Connor Noyen, who's another Red Raider who's putting together a really nice season. But Helms comes out firing. Connor able to get to his feet. Helms kind of relinquishes the one easily. And now we'll see if Connor can get things going. 4-1 the score. And the strength of that takedown and near fall right away by Helms. $31-12. And now Connor in on a shot, but Helms is able to sit the corner. He's going to come out on top of this. That's 2 right there. And it is awarded 6-1 as Connor Noyen finds himself at a rather large deficit early in this match. Now Helms with armbar and claw, trying to bring him back to the mat. Close to the edge. Connor close to getting his escape, but back down to the mat they go. And 10 seconds left in the first period. Helms doing a nice job of just covering hips and staying in control, not giving up his point. Connor battling hard, getting back to his feet. Didn't care how much time was left. He's still fighting it, trying to get points. Now he's going to take bottom here in the start of this second period. Helms, the freshman. Bayport's got a couple of tough freshmen in their lineup. There he gives up the escape, 6-2. Helms in on the shot. Down there, the ankle biter double. He's close, but Noyen trying to get his hips back out on top. Now we're getting into a little bit of a roly-poly situation, but Connor trying to find a floor. He's heading in the right direction there as he dives to that ankle. He's close. He's going to try to pass that ankle over, but he's not quite there. Now he's got it, but Helms does a nice job of sneaking back over the top, keeping head high. Noyen has got a Gila monster grip on that ankle. He might turn this into, and then now they call it 2. Oh, sure, because Helms ended up with wrong leg in and covered over with a head and arm. So that is a control position. So he picks up a takedown and now relinquishes a takedown or escape again. Helms right away back in on a shot. Picks up another 2. 10-3 the score now. Now Helms ended up in a crab ride. Noyen doing a nice job. Noyen getting a count here. He got a reversal. Noyen is getting a count. He's going to get himself back into this match on the strength of a reversal and some back points. More back points coming. He's got bottom leg Turk. He's got bottom shoulder, but he's going to run out of time here. This isn't necessarily a great pinning combination, but he's going to pick up the full boat of 3. That's going to bring him back into this match, folks. There's his reversal. There's his 3. 10-8 the score. Nice battle by Connor Noyen, getting himself back in this match. He's got 2 minutes to get to work. Helms has choice, wisely picks neutral. He's been dominant there so far. And there he is again on that little ankle biter double action. Noyen looking to dive to that ankle. Noyen doing the right action here. He wants to, he's got far ankle. He's trying to kick out that pit. Both wrestlers trying to battle this position. They're doing it right. Helms has head high. But now Noyen, has he lost the ankle? No, he's still hanging on that ankle, but looks like Helms is going to come out, and he does. Helms very patient in that position. Again, interesting the way you can see both wrestlers have been schooled in that spot where Noyen diving to that ankle and trying to counter off the shot. But 12-8, 1 minute left. Helms on top with a 2-on-1, but Noyen able to clear that arm, and they're off the mat. 52 seconds. Let's see if the Pulaski senior can get something going here. Turn the tables on the freshman. Man, that's a pretty talented freshman out there. Nguyen able to get to his feet, cuts away. Helms probably pretty happy with that. He'd rather give him the one than snake around and cough up a reversal. And now Nguyen in on a shot. He's got to keep that shoulder buried in the thigh. 25 seconds remaining. Nguyen sort of, and Helms able to turn the tables there on his counter. Oh, he was far side half, and little, I don't know what, little mousetrap kind of move, and then picked up another takedown. 14-9 is the way that one's going to end. Pretty impressive job. Next Helms. That makes the score 38-12. And we have 138, 144, and 150 left. Let's see who Bayport is sending. I believe it's going to be Cole Wellnitz, I think.
Right now at 138, wrestling for Bayport, Cole Wellnitz.
It is. So, Cole Wellnitz, the junior from Bayport. Colin Pratt, as you can see, wearing that senior singlet for the Red Raiders. On paper, you got to believe that Colin Pratt is favored in this bout. Can't count Bayport out of anything tonight. They have really brought it. They had a run there where they strung together a couple of falls. And they had some horsepower, 120, 126. 132. So they've strung a few together to see if Colin Pratt can turn the tide a little bit. Wellness doing a nice job coming to front head, pulls him down. Pratt wisely grabs elbow, his knee down, knee up. Patiently working his way back up to his feet, fight off that front head action. Wellnitz trying to bounce Colin off the mat. Colin changing off, chasing a couple legs there. Close, but they go off the mat. 45 seconds remaining in the first. Wellnitz taking a bit of a long shot, connects on the ankles. So, waterfall position, trying to come out of that. He's going to. He is close to 2 right here. That is 2. Wow, nice job. So it looked to be a little bit of a distant shot. He was able to reel himself in, get to that head in the middle position, snuck out for 2. But now Colin Pratt worked his way to his feet. He's got his escape, so 2-1. And Pratt in on a shot, but that's not going to connect as they go off the mat and time runs out. Colin Pratt going to get his motor running here. I think there's a little bit of a wake-up call for him there when he coughed up that takedown. I don't think he quite expected it. So here's in a good spot, starting the second period in bottom position. He just got his 1, so he should get another escape here. Let's see what happens. That would bring it back to a tie score if he can work for 1. Wellnitz doing a nice job just covering on top, arms behind arms and hips behind hips. Now he picks that ankle, now he sneaks up. Flattens him out. Collins got to work off his belly. There he does. He's building base. He's coming back up. There he works to his feet. Now he's working hands. He's close to the edge and close to getting out. But Wellnitz able to hang on, pull him out of bounds. He uses that line wisely. I've been talking a fair amount about Bayport and their team strength and their rankings and things like that. They do. They have a really nice lineup and been doing a nice job this year. But you got to admit, the Red Raiders have been putting together a heck of a nice season too. So far, undefeated in duels, won the Marquette Challenge. Wellnitz has a bar locked up here, and he is running this thing hard. He's got bar and wrist, and he's got the far shoulder planted. Colin Pratt trying to post that far leg to get himself gathered, and he does. Thank goodness. Gathers himself, gets out of that predicament. But Wellnitz has just been a bear on top this period. Fresh start, 23 seconds left. Let's see if Colin Pratt can get something going. Pratt off the whistle, gets to his feet. We're trying to work hands, but Wellnitz brings him back to the mat. He's got a cross wrist. Now Colin building base. But that is the way the second period is going to end. As you recall, Austin, Colin chose bottom, right?
Yep.
You typically put yourself in a position where you think you're going to score some points. And Wellnitz was able to stymie any action that Colin Pratt had going. But now Pratt on top. He's tough here. 2-1 the score starting this third period. Pratt working tight waist, but Wellnitz up to his feet, and he gets his escape. Cole Wellnitz with the 3-1 lead. Pratt has got to get something going. And now Pratt, again, he finds the legs, but right on the edge. So no points, nothing doing, 3-1. Now Colin Pratt is over and under with his tie-ups. He's got a little, let's see if he can work underhook. He's got underhook and head inside, but now he lets go of that. Wellnitz fires one off on the edge, just enough to make sure the ref knows he's not stalling. So Wellnitz wrestling a real smart match here. 1 minute remaining. Pratt has got to loosen him up, and there he does. Changes levels and fires off a high crotch shot. He was close to connecting. He's got to be more than just sit on his knees there, as Wellnitz is able to get leg back. And now Colin has kind of relinquished the leg. Let's see if he can pull himself back into good position, but he flattens out. And Cole Wellnitz able to capitalize on Colin Pratt's shot. 5-1. Pretty commanding lead with 15 seconds left in the bout. It's a solid match wrestled by Cole Wellnitz as the clock winds down here. As you can see or hear, Bayport's bench pretty excited about that. And to be honest, I said at the beginning of the match, like on paper, I would have picked Colin Pratt to win that one 9 out of 10 times, but apparently this was that one. But hats off to Cole Wellness. Seriously, he wrestled a really smart and solid positional match. Didn't put himself in any kind of bad spots. Capitalized, scored when he could. It was a nice job. Don't know if you heard, but Mike Nickerson just announced that Bayport brings Trevor Finger to the mat at 144. And for the Red Raiders, it's going to be Mason Taylor. Mason, I think he's been wrestling 150. So I'm not sure if this is his first match down, but of course, always nice when you get a 2-pound allowance. All the wrestlers in the state get a 2-pound allowance at Christmas. Nice little Christmas present from the WIAA. Makes a difference. They get another present, I believe it's on regional Saturday. So you get another pound. Whoa! Trevor Finger hitting a nice fireman's action, but holy moly, Mason Taylor was able to, I don't know what he did. He Gumby out of it? What the heck? He's a pretty flexible guy. And that tall drink of water of Mason Taylor survived that onslaught. And now they're back to neutral. Taylor in on a shot right away, and he picks up a takedown. Off the whistle, fires in on that ankle biter and nails it. That was a crazy exchange before that Taylor was able to fight off. Oh, he needs a little time. Something happened there. Oh, Taylor, a little blood timeout. So, Austin, we talked a little bit before about team rankings. So why don't you run through what I think it was Wisconsin Grappler has in Division I. Who are the top 10 there for teams?
The top 10 is number 1 is Kaukauna, number 2 is Bayport, as we mentioned, number 3 is Wisconsin Rapids, number 4 is Muskego, number 5 is Arrowhead, number 6 is Menominee, number 7 is Hortonville, number 8 is Hudson, number 9 is Holman, and number 10 is Marshfield.
Well, there's some solid teams there. And we mentioned before, Kaukauna and Bayport, Pulaski, all in the same sectional. And also joining them there will be number 7, Hortonville. Hortonville putting together a nice season. They got a really nice lineup. So, of course, they're down there where they're knocking heads with Kaukauna in the same conference. And it'll be interesting to see. Of course, last year there was a change of format in that out of the regionals, they're bringing 2 teams to the team sectional in Division I. Last year was the first year they did that. Pulaski and Bayport came out of that regional and faced, who did they face? Was it DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids at the team sectional?
And I believe Pulaski won both of those.
Pulaski dropped that semifinal to Rapids. Now what do we got going here? Whoa, Finger was able to, a little bit of a flurry, sneaks an escape. 20 seconds left in the first period. Now Taylor in on a shot. Doesn't quite connect, drives him off the mat. Fresh start with 10 seconds. I would guess that Bayport and Pulaski will come out of this regional up here. Kaukauna and Hortonville out of the regional down in that neck of the woods. And those could be some nice dual meets at the team sectional in about a month. Wow, season winding down. So that's the end of the first period. 2-1 the score in favor of Mason Taylor. He's going to be in the bottom position. There's Trevor Finger on top. 41-12, the team score. And Austin, I don't know about you, but I'm just saying, in a sense, it's kind of a deceiving 41-12. Don't you think?
Yeah, it was really close to start out, and Bayport kind of ran away with it after a couple falls there, here and there. It's just never been the same Pulaski.
Yeah, they had a bit of a run there. 215, 285, then back at 106. Oh, and there's Taylor getting a reversal. Now he's getting a count. Let's see if he can get some back for the Red Raiders. Close to a fall with the cradle locked up. Knee in the side, putting the pressure on. Oh, he's close. Zach Kraus right there. Now he steps over the leg, so he's got him scissored pretty good. But apparently there's a shoulder up, and his finger is able to power off. But he does pick up the 3, 7-1 the score. Comes right back to the cradle. I love it. But it looks like they're going to go out of bounds. Right in front of the Pulaski bench. And wow. But yeah, it's been a good duel. I mean, I know that the score is a little deceiving. There have been some really hard-fought matches. And we got to the meat of the Bayport lineup. Pulaski was a little outgunned there. And then Bayport, you can see how and why they've put together a heck of a season and why they're ranked number 2 in the state. There's Trevor Finger picking up a reversal, 7-3.
Yeah, the meat of the lineup is Braden Hamill, Alois Schump, and Rex Helms was their big 3 right there.
Yeah, and throw Wathke into the mix, a state qualifier. Dang, yeah, that's a nice dual meet lineup. So that's the way the second period ends. 8-3 the score.
And then you could throw Aiden Bruckner in there with the experience.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a tough character. Yeah, there's some good matches tonight. A couple more good matches to go. So, actually this one and one more. So Taylor back on top here to start the third period. Looking for bar and a wrist. He connected on that cradle before. Let's see if he can get back to that. Minute 15. Taylor looking for something. Kind of content to ride right now. Obviously the dual meet is out of reach, but oh, there he finds a little half. Let's see if he can sneak out to the side and run that thing. I say run it, but the truth of the matter is you want to pull on a half in a race. You actually want to pull on it, pull him underneath you, and then sink elbow deep. But it's hard to get past those, run it, run that half. Here's a little cross-face action. Here's the Pulaski staple, that cross-face series. They've made a mint on that thing over the years. And now Trevor Finger able to sneak an escape. Less than 15 left in the bout, and he's looking for the big one here. He's down 8-4. He needs a home run. He tries a lateral drop, but Mason Taylor knew it was coming, settled his hips down, picks up another takedown. He's going to get the 3 team points, just shy of the bonus point action. It's 10-4. This is the way that one ends. Add 3 to the Pulaski team score. Looks like Cole Bartline is going to come out here for Bayport. Cole Gorecki is going to come out for Pulaski. So, cheer for Cole.
What Cole?
Well, we got 2 of them, so just cheer for Cole.
As you can see, Cole Gorecki is wearing another senior singlet.
Yeah. Again, we had a nice little ceremony to honor the seniors, and boy, it's just think about, some of these seniors have been doing this for years and years. Wow. Bayport's Cole off to a quick start as he fires off the whistle and snags a leg and turns it into points right away. Cole Bartline.
Speaking of Cole Bartline, he's only a freshman.
Are you kidding me? Oh my golly, you're right. I didn't see that. Where the heck is Bayport getting all these stud freshmen?
Don't know.
Wow. Yeah, so I'm sure that Coach Brad Shevchik is pretty happy about that. You got, I think there's what, 4 of them in the lineup? Let's see. Yeah, you got Hamill and
Helms,
Bartline,
Bartline,
and now Bartline has a far side half. He rolls Cole directly over, and it is over in 55 seconds. So tack on another 6 for the Pirates. 47-15 is your final score in this Fox River Classic Conference duel that we had hoped would be a hotly contested matter because both teams came in undefeated in the conference. Of course, overall, Bayport had 1 dual meet loss, but gee whiz, to a heck of a team from Luxembourg Casco. But the Red Raiders have been putting together a great season, nice dual meet season. They've been pretty dominant. But tonight, we learn why Bayport is ranked number 2 in the state in Division I. Austin, you have any thoughts about the dual meet?
No. All I know is that these 2 teams are going to come out on top in the section that they're in, and it's going to be a hard-fought team sectionals.
I think you're right. I think they will come out of the regional as the top 2 teams, and that'll qualify both of them for team sectional. And then, like we said, points to a Kaukauna, Hortonville, Bayport, Pulaski team sectional. So throw those 4 teams in there and shake it up and see what happens. And but man, there was a lot of great action tonight. You got to tip your hat to Bayport as they picked up falls where they needed to. When they got to the meat of their lineup, those guys that they are counting on did what they needed to do. But let's turn and thank our sponsor once again tonight.
JT Engineering Incorporated is civilized engineering and surveying firm located in Hobart. They deliver personalized trust solutions that align with your needs, timelines, and goals. For small commercial developments to vast interstate highway expansions, trust them to transform your vision into reality and your challenges into solutions. So thank you, JT Engineering Incorporated, for sponsoring this broadcast.
Well, that's the way it ends tonight. Bayport Pirates take it to the hometown favorites, 47-15. Again, we see why Bayport is highly touted, ranked number 2 in the state. Well, that's going to do it for us here at the Raider Strong Network. I want to thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, JT Engineering Incorporated, for sponsoring this RSN broadcast and its members, and thank you for tuning in to this RSN broadcast.
On behalf of everyone at the Raider Strong Network, our production crew, Austin Monroe on color commentary tonight, I'm Terry Manning, wishing you a great evening. Have a good night.